And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Cities Skylines. Well, we've got the money, 4 million. We've got the income. I think it's time we really start laying out the proper city. So one of the things I did is I bought all of the squares. 25 in total, the one you start with, and the 8 around that, and then the number around that. It's some number, but adds up to 25. So we've got this huge area now that we can build in. And we've got the money where we can start laying out the city as we see fit. So one of the things I want to do is I want to set aside a little bit of land for these raw materials. I want a little bit of industry on these raw materials to either use in our city or export. So we've got this big patch of oil right here that we can use. Kind of a light patch of ore there, and there. But we have this darker bit up here that I probably could put to use. So let's start thinking about our city. At least around the lake, I had a thought of moving all of our pumps over to the lake and seeing if we couldn't pump the lake dry. I don't know if that's possible, because essentially the game simulates that there's a spring inside there, so it keeps it at that level. And but we might be able to pump it fast enough to where it actually makes a difference. So I want to set aside a little bit of this area for specific industry specializations. And to do that, I'm going to use districts. And this is one of these cool features that you can use to in this game to specialize your industry. Now I have the mod installed called Persistent Resource View, and that's what this is for. Because normally in the game, you have this natural resources up, but the second you click away from it and click another object, it goes away. But with this view, I can click districts and it stays up, so I know exactly where I want to paint this district in here. So right in here, I want this district. Let's make it a little bit further than that. Right in here. Okay, so there is district for natural resources. And if I click off of that, I can click Cedar Park. All right, let's look at specializations. There's no specializations set. So we can set policies for city planning. Where? I know it's in here. I know it's part of no specializations. Have I forgotten how specializations work? I might have. If I put a road in here, and then a little bit of industry. Why is that not? Oh, it did. Okay, so Cedar Park. Did I forget how to do specializations? I'm gonna pause it. Pause. Okay, I could have sworn it was by district. Ah, there it is. I knew it. Oil industry. There. Bingo. I knew you had to use districts to do it, but wow, that was commercial specializations. Oh, neat. Tourism, leisure, no commercial specialization. Oh man, I'm gonna have to try that out. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of all of this. So Cedar Park remains. Okay, next specialization. Let's look at this. Go back to districts. So we got a little bit up there, and we have some over here. I think I'm going to try to specialize everything in this area. So we're going to have industrial specialization. So we're going to first paint the district. So this is agriculture. This is sort of like farmland specialization. And fertility doesn't really go away. So we're going to do specialization, farming industry right there. And we're going to paint another one over here. And we're going to kind of keep it in here as much as possible. We got to fill this all in. Alright, and this, it's a big area, but this is all going to be ore. And then right next door, we have this green. This is forestry. So we're going to have some specialization up in here for forestry. Try to square that off. And this is going to be forestry. Okay. So there are our main kind of centers of specializations. I kind of want to try this leisure specialization out. So I'm gonna paint another district. I'm just gonna blob it right in there. I'm gonna do leisure specialization. I'm gonna see what that does. I think that's a change with. I'm pretty sure that's a change with After Dark. So it's closing all of these industries down, and it's bringing in leisure. So if I go to leisure, I mean, yeah, this is kind of backwards. I've got these super fun parks that do leisure. Unique buildings. Organic food markets. Yeah, see, there's only one level for these. Oh, I guess there's not there. But yeah, there's one level there. Champion weightlifting gym, nice. Oh, it's a medical clinic. Comedy club. Okay, well, something to look at while I'm, you know, developing the city properly. So one of the things I'm thinking is around the lake is going to be residential. We're going to want nice, fancy, high wealth residential around the lake. And then maybe this can be like suburbs back in here. I don't really care about that huge ore deposit. That is a giant oil deposit right there, though. Lots of resources here, and I don't really need a whole lot of these. So yeah, this will kind of be the suburbs. And then this will be right in here. This will be like our city center. So we already have train lines coming through. So we'll be able to link a train right up with our suburbs back in here, right into our heart of the city. So we want to get this started. This is going to be quite the process, getting all of this going. And this train line going around this lake, we're going to have to rethink this. Because I want all of this to be residential, and it kind of hurts when there's a train line going right through the middle of all that. Because we can put, for, you know, fancying it up a little bit, we can put, you know, docks and marinas and all sorts of stuff along the coast of this lake to really spruce things up. And that rail line really hurts us. Okay, so if we do train, I can't build train tracks because I need a train station. Well, that is rather stupid. What is this over here? Quiet train. I don't remember getting this. Interesting. I do not remember that at all. Okay. Well, let's worry about that in a little bit. First, I want to get this a little bit brighter. So I'm going to go on resource view for now so everybody can see what I'm doing. And so if this is going to be, let's do bus. This is actually pretty, oh, it's being used already. Sweet. I'm not sure where those passengers are coming from, but it is what it is. So we're going to not want to move that train line. I might swing it. I might actually swing it down here. Link up here somewhere and then go over with it. And then over here with it. That way I can avoid this whole area up here. Because this is all going to be kind of suburbs, and we're going to have a huge city center right in here with commercial and offices and a little bit of industry smattered here and there. Most of our industry is going to be back over here, though. Not sure if it'll actually work as far as travel time and people's tolerances for that go, but it should be good. Okay, so in here we have this is a 6-lane road. So that is right in here. No, that's 6-lane road, not bicycle. I don't need bicycle lanes. I think it was right here. So yeah, we're gonna just stretch this all the way across. It's gonna be like a main thoroughfare. And we're gonna need to know pretty much where it comes up. Okay. Again with the tracks. Not sure how we're gonna fix that. Love how the roads are like shiny when it's raining. Sure rains a lot here. Are those all rocks? I think those are. Okay, so this is going to be my downtown area. So I'm going to need to hook up a off-ramp and stuff over here somewhere. So I'm going to kind of just arbitrarily pick a spot right in here. And we're going to tell it that is where we're going to want to connect into there. And it's still extremely dark. That is so hard to see at night. Okay. We're going to want something in here. There we go. Now the sun's coming up. And it's still raining. Okay. So over here, we're going to want a system. So let's look at interchanges here. So we have this 3-way intersection. Or we could do a 4-way and connect it up to our richer suburb area. I think that's what I want to do. I could use the stack interchange, but this really, unless they've really fixed it, this really needs a flat area. So the stack interchange also works well. I think I'm going to want to use this one. So we actually need quite a bit of space for this to work. Space already occupied. Well, no kidding. Okay. Let's pause it while I do this. How do I rotate? There we go. Let's make sure those are lined up as best as we can. Just like that. And then get back to highway. Sound barrier. Oh, cool. 3-lane highway. This one comes out. This one goes this way and this way. There we go. Wow, it actually goes underneath. That's awesome. That's a cool interchange right there. Okay, we're going to take that away. And we want a little bit of a stub coming out like this. And somebody said that I can change the direction of that. Upgrade road. Like that. Just right click. Okay. Thank you for that. So, I want this little section here. This is going to come over here. And we're going to want to connect this one to here to here. Just like that. Okay, so that's connected. And finally, over here, we're going to want to do the same sort of thing. Give ourselves a little bit of a stub. And then right click that. So there is a new crossing, and now it's a matter of railroad, and this is where it's going to get really tricky. So I can do that off camera. It's just basically going to be taking this route and then moving it down through here and over. I might even have to go underneath that road to make it look a little smoother. Plus I got to figure out how to step it up, how to get an incline out of it, an incline and a decline, because we're gonna go all the way across, and then we're gonna tie it up on this side here. So we're gonna have one of these sort of loopy ones over here, similar to how we have it on here. So it'll be kind of a midway point. Or we don't need it. That's something too. Since we've already got one on this side and one up here, we might not need another one over here. But if I'm going to have the suburbs down here, a lot of people are going to be coming up and wanting to get off to go to the commercial area. It's going to be up here. So I'm thinking that we're going to want one, but maybe down here a ways. Maybe we're going to take this, branch it off, and bring it down here. So there's a little bit more of a distance. I think that's a good idea. So I'll take this road and bring it down a little bit more. And then bring it over like that. And that will be our connection. And all of this will be just a massive web of commercial. Commercial and offices. Both in there. All right. Well, I will get this rail moved and then pick it up next episode where we'll really be able to start building our road systems inside of here to accommodate all of our new growth that we're expecting. So that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.